Good afternoon. Today is Thursday, September 23rd. We had the regular meeting of the Grand Rapids Economic Development Authority today. We had our first order of business was to approve some claims, and one of the noteworthy claims was a $139,000 payment that we made to the Blandon Foundation, and that was repayment for some program-related investment funds that the Blandon Foundation allowed us to use for our commercial building improvement loan program. And during 2020, especially during the COVID scare, or the beginning of the COVID scare, I guess we're kind of still in the pandemic, but we gave out a lot of loans to local commercial enterprises and even some nonprofits, because obviously we had some concerns as to whether or not some of these businesses were going to be able to continue to perform. During the last year, we received $179,000 in payments on those loans, and so we paid back to the Blandon Foundation $139,000. And the reason I bring that up is because we owe a huge thank you to the Blandon Foundation for their assistance in the commercial building improvement loan program and the emergency grants and loans that we gave out during COVID, and just the regular commercial building improvement loans that we give out normally. So thank you to the Blandon Foundation for participating in that program, and it feels good to pay some of that back, and hopefully that relationship continues for many years to come. Next, we had a presentation from Tamara Lowney from Itasca Economic Development Corporation. She went through a lot of the things that they've done in the last year. The biggest things that I took out of that conversation were IEDC's plans to build some innovation centers. One on the airport road where they currently have a building, and that center, I guess innovation center may not be the exact right term, but that center would be in cooperation with ICC, and it would allow the students to use some of the things there and really give entrepreneurs a place to launch from, and give the students at ICC a place to do some project type work, especially the engineering students. So that's an interesting or an exciting opportunity for our community. And then there are some other grants that they're pursuing right now for some other innovation center ideas that they have. So we'll stay tuned for future news on that. And then we had three other items that we covered today. We approved a preliminary development agreement between the Grand Rapids EDA and 4A Management LLC. That is for a future development at the former VFW site in downtown Grand Rapids, near Wells Fargo. If you remember, that building burned about, I believe it might almost be 2 years now. And that development would be a 3-level or 4-level building, potentially, with restaurant and retail space on the bottom floor, and then some apartment space and potentially VRBO, short-term rental type space as well in the top 2 or 3 floors, depending on how tall the building is. So some opportunity for downtown lodging as well as some additional restaurant space, which would really improve the downtown. So we're looking forward to that development as well. We approved an additional lease on the home that we own on the airport road. That's a lot that we purchased a few years ago near the airport that we plan on developing as future industrial space in the future. But as of now, it's still a residence, and we're helping to offset the cost of that by renting it out to some local tenants. And then we also approved a commercial building improvement loan for Bob and Lori Warren, who do business as Rapids Printing, and that's for improvements to the commercial building on Pekegam Avenue that used to be the Geological Service, USGA. So we're hoping that'll really spruce that building up and make it look nice and add something to Pekegam Avenue. Rob also gave us a few quick updates. One was regarding the former Forest Lake Elementary site. We anticipate that the city is going to give that property to the EDA, and then we will look to work with a developer to develop housing on that site. It's about a 2 square block site. There's an opportunity for a lot of housing development in that area, and there really if you look around the city of Grand Rapids, there aren't a whole lot of vacant lots. So that's an opportunity for us to build some new homes on that site. And then Rob also told us that there's a preliminary plat that's been worked on between the city and the owners of the site between Home Depot and Walmart. That preliminary plat will go in front of the Planning Commission in the next few weeks, and that we anticipate that to be approved. And Rob said that he anticipates some retail development on that site probably beginning next summer. It would be on the front of the site towards Highway 169, and then the back of that site would be available for future development. So that's all we've got for today. Thank you, and have a great day.